Welcome back to Sunrise. Now, did you know that over 100 scholarships and bursaries are offered yearly, primarily catering to undergraduate degree programs? And the University of Technology, Jamaica Scholarship Office, serves as a beacon of hope for students seeking financial assistance to pursue their academic dreams. We're joined this morning by two esteemed guests who are at the forefront, really, of empowering students through education. Scholarship Officer Pauline Madourie and Dean of the Faculty of Engineering and Computing, Professor Sean Thorpe. And they're going to be sharing just how much the University of Technology is opening their doors and making education accessible for everyone. Morning, lady and gentlemen.
Morning. Listen, if you guys come here one more time, I'm about to enroll at UTech. This is very inviting. Yes. Honestly, you know, we last spoke about all of the programs on offer, which really was an eye-opener even for myself. But now you're saying, yeah, the programs are on offer, but there are tons of scholarship opportunities. Walk us through some of these scholarship opportunities, Ms. Madourie. Okay, as you mentioned, we have over 100 scholarships, which last academic year, or should I say the 23-24 academic year, we have a value of $330 million in value, which approximately 2,000 students benefited from those scholarships. Excellent. So we have them ranging from partial to full including boarding, miscellaneous of food, laptops, uniforms. So it spans from partial to full.
And I think that's important because not everyone needs the same help.
Right.
And so, like, how important was it for you to tweak the different types of scholarship offerings and bursary offerings for different people over time who would have come with needs that you didn't know about?
Yeah. Well, fortunately or unfortunately for us, the donors who determine the value of their scholarships. So we carry their wishes out.
Okay.
So the students are selected based on criteria, of course, because different scholarships are offered to different programs, different years. So hence, they will apply accordingly, and most of them, they have to be interviewed because we have to look at their academics, their leadership qualities, their involvement in co-curricular activities. Of course, we not only look at where they're coming from, but we look at in their community, in their churches, if they are involved. So, so they look for holistic students.
You know, when I was on campus, one of the things I realized was that there were so many scholarships that were never taken up because of a lack of information. People just don't know. People don't inform themselves, which is why I'm glad we're having this conversation. Do you have that problem now that, for instance, you have 5 scholarships being given out in this specific area and 5 people turned up, so 5 people got them?
Well, we have that, but what happened is they do not have the urge to apply. They don't feel like they are worthy of the scholarship, so hence they will take a back seat. So we try to encourage them through the different faculties so they can actually apply for these scholarships. Prof, let's talk a little bit about that. You're the dean of one of the faculties at the university. Let's talk about how important it is for someone to look at the full spectrum of what is offered and realize that something is tailored for them based on their interest, and tap into these scholarship opportunities. Let's talk a bit about that.
Well, good morning and thank you for having me. So as the Dean of Engineering and Computing, we are highly focused on STEM. You would have heard the Prime Minister saying STEM Island. We have been at that game as UTech for a very long time, from CAS to UTech. This year in particular, we are actually catering to 200 students coming in with the opportunity of having tuition-based scholarships for engineering and computing-based courses, from cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, the whole works, mechanical engineering, industrial, civil engineering, nearly 13 programs as it is to support the outcomes for students from communities who do not have that opportunity. They are bright, so they have the right aptitude. They also have the right attitude, but they just don't have the money to participate. So we have focused, based on government offerings in the last year, to have 1,000 scholarships over the next 5 years, starting last year with 200 each year coming into our programs of study to do any area within engineering and computing. And it's a 4-year option for completing a diploma or degree in the engineering and computing disciplines.
Nice.
You know what's really important about choosing a field of study is being able to be gainfully employed when you're complete. And what I like about what you said a while ago is in looking in tandem with the direction the government is going and where they're going for Jamaica
where
and
the
economy is going. I listen to the programs that you're going to talk about AI and you're going to talk about things that actually are now literally where the world is going. It means that I'm coming out of UTech then with a degree that is actually useful and ready to
Highly
go.
marketable. And just to put things into further context, we are now in the knowledge process outsourcing industry. We used to talk about business process outsourcing. That era has been decimated somewhat. You know, it is now knowledge process outsourcing, meaning that all the jobs that are out there today are data intensive. And data intensive means you have to have the skills to harness the power of data to drive any business.
Yes.
We'll agree that businesses are digital businesses and built on data, so we have to prepare who we call the knowledge process outsourcing type skill set for graduates who need to be in the market in the next 5, 10, 15 years. So it's very timely that we're doing this.
Finally, Ms. Madourie, for those persons who are listening to this conversation, watching this conversation and saying, may I apply? No. How do they get in touch?
Okay, the good thing, scholarships are open now.
Theo.
Deadline is July 31st for most, unless otherwise indicated. They have an earlier deadline, but July 31st is the deadline for most of the scholarships.
And they hear back by when?
Unfortunately for us, CXC Cape comes out in August.
Yes.
So we actually have to wait on those results to come out for us to actually start the real process. But however, apply now and you await your CXC Capes as it comes out. But the application form is on the university's website, and for returning students is on your student portal as well. It is a fillable form. You do not need to leave Westmoreland to come to drop off the application form. You just fill it out online and return it to us.
All right, there you have it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
All right, that was Professor Sean Thorpe, Dean of the Faculty of Engineering and Computing at UTech, and Pauline Madourie, Scholarship Officer at UTech. On the other side of the break, we learned just how a pint of blood